Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Before I get started, make sure you give this a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel right here, and turn on the post notifications. Anyway guys, today I'm going to be doing a life update while putting on my makeup. Someone requested that, and a lot of people have been asking about that too since I made a video about my mental health problem. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on today, and also some other questions that you guys asked. So let's get into it. First, I'm going to be using this moisturizer. It really helps with my skin. Someone asked me in the comment section what is my biggest fear? Mostly my biggest fear is mostly bees, bears, and my mom dying, because I did lose a parent about 3 years ago, and I don't want to get too into it because they were an alcoholic, and yeah, it was hard, but at the same time I miss them. I'm going to be using this primer right here. This is the brand if you want to get it. So someone asked me in the comment section, how old am I? I am 14, but I am about to turn 15 in June, which is in a month or so. Even though next month is technically May, it will basically be a month because April is almost over. Someone also asked me if I had a boyfriend. I do not, but I have a crush on someone. Here is the foundation that I'm going to be using. Here's the brand. Wherever you're living at, in my place, it's not available anymore, which makes me sad because this foundation goes really well with my skin, and it's a perfect match. But wherever you're living, it might still be available, but wherever the case, it's really awesome, I'm telling you. So someone asked me in the comment section, am I special? Yes. One, I am a part of God's image. That's number one. Two, I do have autism, so my brain works differently than most of y'all. So yeah, someone asked me in the comments. It's just that I don't get how people would make fun of someone else just for their special needs. I get made fun of all the time. And I always say, I don't care what other people think, you know? But the truth is, like, I don't let anyone put me down. You shouldn't either. But the truth is, it still kind of bothers me. So, and it happens to all of us. But just know, do not let the haters get to you and stop you to what you're doing. There are so many people out there who love you, including God. So someone in the comment section asked me when is my birthday. I am not going to tell you the year, but I was born on June 3rd. So yeah, I have a summer birthday. Comment down below what season you guys have your birthday in, like summer, winter. I want to see if there's any twins that I have so that I can, like, you know. I'm going to tell you, this foundation matches really well. Okay. So I'm going to be putting on concealer next. I'm going to be using this. It's from Sephora. I don't know if I'm angling it right, but it's really good. It matches so well with this as well. So here is the brand, if you want to get it. Sorry if it's like not. Oh wait, that's upside down. Yep, wait, hold up. This is the correct way. Sorry about that. But yeah, make sure to get it because it is like, well, you can get it, but like, you know what I mean. Anyway, so we are going to be going into the life updates. I put the thing beforehand. I was filming, but then it said my storage was full, so that's what I look like. But someone has asked me in the comment section, is how's school going? School has been like interesting and stressful because we have been like testing a lot. We have like EOCs in high school right now, and it's been like really stressful, and we have more the last week of school. So I'm really not looking forward to it. But yeah, it is what it is. If you're guys in middle school, like they call it TCAP, but like at our school, like in high school, they call it like EOCs. Although wherever you're living, they might call it something different. But yeah, that's what we call it. Now that I'm done with my concealer, so I think there's like a little spot up here, but we're not worrying about that. I try to blend it in, but that's the best I can get. Next, I'm going to be using this eyeshadow palette, and it's a little messy inside, but it has so many fancy colors, and it's really my style. So yeah, I'm just going to be using this. I might like angle it. So another life update thing is what's new. So honestly, nothing really. It's just like, well, I did like the ice. I've watched hockey and they lost the cup, but they worked really hard, and I'm glad that school is almost over for us so that we can easily take a break and sleep in. That's what I'm really excited about, because as a teenager myself, I'm very big about sleeping in. I need my sleep, you know? This is a big question that someone asked me. It's not just about life updates, but it's about like Q&A as well. Someone has asked me if I am thinking of getting another pet. First of all, before I answer that question, let's talk about my dogs, Lucy and Charlie. I'm not gonna get too deep into it because it's kind of sad, but we weren't able, like I thought I was, now with my autism, I thought I was able to handle dogs. Turns out I wasn't able to, so we had a hard time taking care of them, so we had to like give them to someone else. But I still want to be a pet owner, so I am thinking either this year or next year we are thinking of getting a cat. I used to have a cat when I was little. She was awesome, and I love cats, so I definitely want to get one again. Okay, now we're going to go into mental health. This is the one that I really wanted to share with you guys so that you guys can better understand as to why I made that video, like, I don't know, a few days ago, maybe even a week, but let's get into it. So, someone has asked me, what do I struggle with my mental health? First of all, we're just gonna pretend I didn't drop this. Second of all, what I struggle with my mental health is anxiety and having a hard time focusing whenever others are distracting me constantly. I also feel like I don't have any real friends at all. That's one of my big problems with my mental health. And the biggest one that I have is the fear of my mom dying, since my alcoholic dad died. So that's what my mental health is, but also being bullied constantly. It just feels like you're nothing, you know? For those, most of you have been at least treated differently. Most of you have been like, all of us has been bullied at least once, and it's terrible. But I do stand up for myself. You have to do that too. Because you cannot let others treat you that way. What I do mostly, I just ignore them. Because if you give them attention, they're going to keep doing things. But if you ignore them, this worked for me. They will eventually leave you alone. That's what I did with some girls that were being mean and bullying me all the time, and they left me alone. So that's a tip that I have for you guys. But when it keeps on going on for too long, tell someone about it. So if you have anyone's phone numbers that are being mean to you constantly, and now that you're getting tired of it, either repeat a forgiveness to them or blocking them and ending their friendship as an auction. Then the best thing you can do at that point is end the friendship and block them, because then they cannot text or call you anymore. That's what I did with one of my friends who kind of betrayed me, and they just left me alone, which was awesome. That's what I wanted. Now we're gonna move on to one of my favorite parts, mascara. So first, I use 2 types of mascaras to make my eyelashes look awesome. So this one I use all the time. It's from Sephora, and it makes my eyelashes so thick, I am telling you. So here is the brand if you want to get it. Wait, is that upside down? Oh my gosh, I keep on turning things upside down. Here's the right way. And then on the front, it will say Sephora on it. So yeah, so someone has asked me, what do you do whenever you have mental health problems, and like what do you do whenever you have anxiety like that? What I do most of the time, this is number one for me, is I pray to God, because I know God is not a genie, but he does work things through with us. And whenever you're feeling down, or whenever like you feel like something's going on in your life, talk to God. Well, not just the bad times, just the good times too. Like praising him, you know? And then you build up your relationship with God. And some of you guys might not be a Christian. Oh shoot, I just realized I forgot to curl my lashes, but we are just gonna have to ignore that for now, because I just realized I do have another mascara that I'm gonna put on soon that curls my lashes. It actually does that for me. And whenever you blink, whenever you put on mascara, it actually makes it more poppy, you know? So yeah. Now I'm gonna be using this mascara. Here's the brand. Let me make sure this is the right way. It is. So here's the brand if you want to get it. It actually makes my eyelashes so thick as well, and it curls them. Another thing that I do whenever I have mental health problems is I have to stop thinking of negative things about myself. I have to expect the worst. Well, I have to plan for the worst, but I have to hope for the best, and I have to think of positive things so that I'm not so stressed. Another thing that I do is I do breath work. It really helps your muscles, but mainly you focus on the breathing. You don't focus on like your anxiety or anything like that. It's the same thing with stretching and working out. Whenever you're working out or stretching, you're focusing on your body, not on your problems and what you're going through. So that's another thing that I suggest to you guys, because it really helps me. So I would suggest that to y'all. Okay, we have one more thing, and then I'm going to be done with my makeup. The last parts for my lips that I'm going to be using, but definitely not least, is this lip plumper. It's like an outrageous lip plumper, and it's so gorgeous when you put it on your lips. It's from Sephora, so here's the brand. And also another thing that I do, I go to therapy. My mom has booked like therapy for me, so I can go there if I need to talk to someone. Because sometimes there are certain things like I want to tell my mom, but then I'm scared to, because sometimes with my autism I word them wrong, and then my mom thinks I'm like doing something stupid, or if I'm like, you know what I mean. But yeah. The last thing that I do is I put on this lip gloss. It really goes well with this as well. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I do. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out the right side. Sorry if I'm not talking, I'm just trying to put on my lip gloss. Okay, that is all for my life update and my makeup routine. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you give us a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the post notifications. Comment down below what actual video I should do next Saturday. I will see you guys tomorrow. Or next time. Why do I keep on saying tomorrow? I'm stupid. Bye.